Kids, it's Wednesday. That means it's time for Dynamite. We're already getting it started. We've got
The Acclaimed?
the Acclaims out there. I'm trying to think. The Gunn guy, Orange Cassidy, the Vampire,
Dunhausen, Orange
JJ,
Cassidy.
this guy with a pencil. Anyways, that's Deleith. I am Travis. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Dynamite.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We stopped our stream to see if we could get it to work a little bit better. Hopefully, it is working better this time around. We did some changes in the background of our stuff, but who knows if that'll work.
Yeah, it's probably not good. But
so that's what was happening, Sophie. That's why we were here, and then we left, and now we're back.
Yeah, still trying to figure out that streaming thing.
Sophie says FTR has been teasing a return to the WWE on social media. And Sophie says, rip to Jerry Jarrett.
Is that Jeff Jarrett's dad?
I don't know who that is. So we have a 3-on-3, a 6-man match right now.
Lots going on in the AEW
Or
world.
is it an 8-man match?
It's 6.
Is
7,
it?
8. Yep.
8. They're all up on the ring, so I'm guessing 8. And what's his face is still with the Acclaimed, so
Yeah, badass.
I guess
Mr. Billy Gunn.
oh,
Well, we got Adam Cole sighting tonight.
it was Jeff Jarrett's
Kip
dad,
Sabian.
the owner of NWA. The main event is a 3-person match. Tony, Ruby, and Dr. Britt Baker.
Nice.
That is the main event. The women, huh? Going to be the main event
Triple
tonight.
threat.
Interesting. Says as Tony Khan confirmed Ring of Honor is going to have their own TV show on Honor Club starting in March.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Is that a
Yeah, it's
station
just a streaming
or
service,
something?
just like WWE Network.
Oh.
But it's for Ring of Honor. It's called Honor Club. They've had it for a while.
Oh.
It's like $10 a month, but you don't get pay-per-views. You get access to them 30 days after they're over.
Oh. Well, that's
But
not
to
worth
me,
it.
it's not worth it.
No, thank you.
Penny or a dime.
Oh, no. Who else to come beat him up?
Who's this big guy? Singh.
Look. Billy Gunn wants it.
Yeah,
he's like, I'll raise my hand. I want him.
Dude.
Oh, Orange Cassidy's like, I'll take him on, bitch.
Orange Cassidy getting in there. Who's the guy with the pencil?
I don't know.
Let's put manager.
Sophie says, how was your Valentine's Day? It's great. Watched a movie, hung out, all that good stuff. Harley's in the chat. Hey, Harley. Says, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Great. How are you doing?
The Acclaimed. Billy Gunn.
Wouldn't you think that a pencil would be considered a weapon?
It is.
So how is he able to have it?
And orange.
Oh, listen, John Jarrett come out with it.
Orange. Door hinge.
Door hinge?
That's how you rhyme orange.
Is it going to be his kids
Yeah, it's the Gun Club.
that shouldn't have won what they won? No. They're not anything but garbage at this point.
It's
So-
goofy stuff.
So he says, did you hear about Comcast get rid of the free tier for Peacock now?
I did not. So Peacock's just going to be the pay version going forward.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool though, because it'll get rid of the commercials. So they must have lost some advertisers or something. There it is. Just like Slick Rick.
Too bad he's not him.
He did it in the the mid '90s.
Did he?
Jeff Jarrett. He's done it ever since.
Oh.
So if you've done it for 25 years, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Jay
His
Lethal
copier.
also does it. Yeah, he was copying Rick in WCW. All right, throws Billy into the ropes.
He's
Jay
like,
Lethal comes in,
I
snap
can't
neck break.
come up with my own thing.
Rick's is a little different, but they're so similar that
Sophie says, today is my dog's gotcha day, aka her birthday. Harley says, doing
Nice.
fantastic today. Good deal.
So you celebrate your dog's I got you day as their birthday and not the day they were born? That's cool. I would have never thought of that.
Sophie says, Valentine's Day was like a normal day for me, besides eating Italian food for dinner.
Yeah.
For some reason, you guys are lagging on my end. Can't help
Yeah.
it, Sophie. We don't know what's going on, so I guess I'll deal with it. We've done a whole bunch of stuff to do it. It's that or going
Right.
out and coming back in again and deleting everything and who knows. So, Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris says, rip Jerry Jarrett. And Sophie's like, now it is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It'll come in and out.
It'll in and out.
On my OBS, it literally says that it's streaming at a giant bit rate, and then it'll just drop all the way down to 0, and then it goes back up.
Yeah,
So,
so
it definitely sounds OBS-y.
maybe it needs an update.
Yeah, but I updated it last time, which was like less than a week ago.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe that's the problem.
But
It
right
was
now
updated.
it's still at 5.
Yeah.
There's 6.
Sophie's like, I just had to reset a couple times. Well,
Yeah.
it could be
Well,
on our
thanks.
end too. I don't know what's going on. Some issues that are fanning over from Monday. That guy,
Yeah,
Singh.
Singh. Yeah, he was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. He was a basketball player.
Oh, was he? Huh. And then he decided that it just wasn't for him. And entertainment wrestling was.
Shaq did it. He wrestled after his career was over.
I was going to say, probably not before.
Oh! He caught that hand twice.
Pickles in the chat. Hey, Pickles says, hi, guys. What's the skinny?
Just
Milk.
watching some wrestling.
Cow. This week has been bittersweet for me. I'm sorry. It's a little bittersweet for us, too.
So his pencil's in the other ear now. He
What's
switched ears. I wonder
Oh.
if that's a code for anything.
I don't know, but I feel like he shouldn't be allowed to have a pencil behind his ear.
Lead poisoning.
Not just that, but...
Uh-oh. Jay Lethal knocks down Bowens.
Sophie says all the MLB teams announced their season schedules. Pickle says, it marks the 20th anniversary of my first deployment in Kuwait, Iraq. Aw. Yeah, I could see that as being some bittersweet stuff.
Scissor Daddy. Oh, Jay Lethal, you son of a bitch.
Well, they took too long.
Oh, Billy can scissor.
Sanjay. His name is Sanjay.
Singh.
Sanjay. Yeah. Oh, there's Jeff Jarrett. Oh, he ruined
Damn,
it
and
too.
he got knocked down now.
Kapow!
Orange Cassidy with a big
Superman punch.
Roman Reigns style punch.
Jesus, this is weird.
What's he gonna do? Oh, he's kicking him.
He's gonna kick him in the butt.
He's kicking his ass.
He's kicking his ass.
Do you mind?
Oh, Jesus. Chris says, hello, Travis. Thoughts on buying a fake baseball jersey? Today I got my Astros jersey of Jeremy Pena. It fits and looks legit. However, it also doesn't because the logos are 3D printed. So it's obvious.
Wow, 3D printed logo, huh? They're like plastic? 1, 2, and 3. Bowens pins.
Sanjay.
Pencil Man. Oh, that's the guy you keep telling me that's Sanjay?
Yeah.
I thought Sanjay was the guy. The giant.
No. They were calling him Sanjay.
I don't know how to spell it, but close enough. So did I miss them rapping coming down to the ring
Yes,
then?
you did.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Well, if they go to commercial right here, you can rewind it real quick and listen to it.
They won't go to commercial though. They'll go to like picture-in-picture commercials.
Maybe. Sometimes they do commercials.
Yeah. At the end of the show.
Not always.
Oh my god, a 4-way? Why is Orange Cassidy involved in this?
He can't help himself. He wants to be part of a group. Guess it hurt his fingers. He's not used to the scissoring. So he's like, did you try that new series called Poker Face on Peacock? It is awesome. I have been watching it a little bit.
Have you seen more at work or something?
Nope. I've only watched the ones we watched. I haven't seen any more than those.
Yeah, I've seen like 2 episodes.
Walter says the Guns will lose. You think that the Guns are going to lose the titles?
Yeah, at the pay-per-view. I would guess they would too.
Gonna lose it to the Acclaimed, and they're gonna win it back.
Is it gonna be the Acclaimed, or is it gonna be FTR, or is it gonna be somebody else?
Sophie says, too bad wrestling wasn't on Valentine's Day this year.
There was some if you like NXT.
There was wrestling on Valentine's Day. You have to watch NXT. Just not an NXT person,
Braun
so I
Breaker was
won't watch
getting
it.
booed.
Uh-oh. Why did they do that?
Not that there's no substance. It's just
So they fucked up.
They're just he's stale.
Cross-eyed man's fucking up. This freaking guy's in the chat. Hey, this freaking guy says, hey guys, hello. Walter says Orange Cassidy team won. Yes, yeah, they did. Sophie says, I can't wait for the pay-per-view on Saturday. Rob McLaren's in the chat. Hey, Rob, good to see you tonight, bud. Says, hey, Travis and D, happy hump day. I'm ready for this week to be over already. 3 months till I move home to Pokey. What?
Oh, you're moving back?
What,
That's
3
pretty cool.
months? Damn, dude. That's awesome. Make you come over and do some wrestling shows with Travis.
You can work with D. I'll go watch TV out.
No. I get to go play video games. You get to do wrestling. You guys are fans.
All right, here Moxley and the boys.
Walter says Jerry Jarrett passed away. Yeah, Walter, we heard that from a couple other people too. Yeah. Sophie says, isn't Jake Paul fighting soon?
Yeah, on the 26th. So.
Not this weekend, but the next weekend.
A little over, 10 days?
Yeah. About that. Basically 10 days. 11 if you count today as a day. Yeah. But tomorrow's the 16th, so 10 days. Walter says, Saturday Chamber pay-per-view.
Woo! Should be a good one.
It's happening. So they say. Piccolo says, Sanjay Dutt had a pretty awesome TNA career. He was involved in the X Division scene with the old heads, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, Petey Williams, and Chris Sabin.
Yeah. Sounds familiar, the names.
Walter says Moxley and Claudio for the win.
Why does Claudio have the red rash under his left ear?
Maybe he's got the mumps.
Oh, shit.
Walter says that. And Sophie says, I don't want this month to be over because that means the TP season will be almost over at that point. Then it'll be a summer season.
What's his name? PT?
Who are these people?
Well, one's Roosh.
Oh.
But they named the other guy. It was something Marshall or like PT Marshall. I don't know what he said. I love when they just add people.
No,
I've been watching this shit for 3 years, and they just add somebody, and they're like, "Oh, you don't know?
Right? You don't know
You're
him?
an idiot.
You don't know. You don't watch indie. You don't watch all the garbage shit that they do, like from town to town in your backyard. You don't know? Like, no, I don't fucking know. Nor do I fucking care. If I cared, I would know, but I don't. So I don't. And that's how it is. Da-na-na. So if it says TV season to me is like how every sports fan feel about their fave sport. Walter says, I got AEW Upper Deck cards for my birthday, and I got Black Adam movie and good dinner next week. I will win bingo. Oh, yeah. Well, Walter, I forgot. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Walter.
Happy birthday.
I take it you didn't win bingo today? That's a bummer. I was hoping you'd win bingo today. Sophie says some TV shows end in May or June. Piccolo says you're expected to know these monkey flippers. Duh.
I don't even know if he's a monkey flipper. He looks like a pretty big dude.
Yeah. Like, I don't even recognize the dude that's on the TV right now. Oh, wait, that's Claudio.
He's got a red
Or
mark.
as I know him as Cesaro, who has a herpes rash on his ear.
On his left ear? Like
that's
right
disgusting.
here?
Disgusting.
Not here or so much here.
But right here! This area. Hassan is in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. How was your Valentine's Day yesterday? It was pretty good. Not too bad.
Yeah, I watched the movie.
Robbie says, what's good? Thumbs up. I don't know.
Wrestling.
Thumbs up. What's good?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Walter says, NBA All-Star Weekend Slam Dunk and three-pointer shooting. Watching that. Oh, is that this weekend?
I think it is.
Robbie says, Walt, happy birthday. Walter says, thanks, Daphne in chat. Yeah. Pico says, Preston Vance is his name in order.
Oh.
That's why we don't recognize him. You want to know why? Because he always wore a fucking mask.
I knew he was a big guy. I told he was a bit. I was like,
Yeah.
he looks like a big guy.
That's why I had no idea who he was. No idea.
Now we're doing names with him.
Robbie's like, LOL, disgusting. What's disgusting? What's happening? What's disgusting?
Preston Vance.
Oh, disgusting.
Turning his back.
Robbie's like, D has that morning after glow.
Oh, God.
Why are you so gross? Like, that is just... Robbie, you're so putrid. Like, on another scale of putrid. Like, ew.
Why are the animals attacking people?
Zombie deer.
Oh, we have those. We had one in our backyard. Hey, is that Buffy?
I told you it looks just like her.
It was her. Yeah, that's her.
Well, her face looks really different, but her voice, it sounds like her voice.
It's 1,000% Buffy.
I told you it was Sarah Michelle Gellar, and you're like, no,
It's Buffy.
Not. I said it's like Buffy, only with wolves now instead of
What was the name of it?
vampires. Wolf Pack on Paramount.
Ooh, don't turn your back on the wolf pack.
Hassan's like, Robbie, but
Texas tornado
Hassan,
match.
it's Walter's birthday, not Ravi's. Picola says, didn't know you enjoyed the
There's a
hoops,
bell.
Walter. Walter's like, yes, Picola. Hassan says, how are you guys feeling today? Fan-damn-tastic-y. Picola's like, cool, Walter. Me too. Walter's like, yes, good fight. And Ravi's like, blah, 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 message retracted.
Preston Vance, John Mox, right in the middle of the ring on this lovely Wednesday. Anybody else say Wednesday?
Wednesday. Only when I'm spelling it. Otherwise, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Sophie's like, rip to Raquel Welch. Oh, did she pass away?
Oh, Rack, we're on. Huh.
Oh,
Dang.
Raquel Welch. Oh, man.
To be honest, I thought she was dead years
I already
ago.
thought she
The
was.
80s, so.
She used to be hot.
Smoke show.
I've seen posters. Hassan's like, it's still buffering. Yeah, we've got some buffering issues. Sorry, guys. If you're around.
Buff.
It should be back now. Robbie says, D, you said your Valentine's Day was good and you were glowing. Dude, I watched a movie. Don't be weird. Sophie's like, who can't wait for MLB season? Justin's like, hi, guys. Happy to see you. Also, happy Valentine's Day. Thanks, Justin.
Hey, thanks, Justin.
You're a day late and $1 short. Just kidding. No.
It's all good.
Thanks, man. Hope you had a good day. Walter says, okay, at 9:15 I'm going. But I'll be here Friday for SmackDown. I'm still in the chat.
Preston Vance and Roosh.
Good to know, Walter. Sophie says, it isn't only buffering. Sometimes you are in and out. Yeah. Harley says, happy birthday, Walter. Enjoy your day. Hopefully he had a great day. Huh. It's almost over for him. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, for the people on the East. People in Europe, it is tomorrow.
Yeah. Walter's like, thanks, Harley. There's a difference maker.
Yeah.
Claudio's going to make it a difference.
It's going to take him to Swingtown.
Is he? I think he just wants to rip off his leg.
He's not as big as he was once. Ghetto Bird?
Mm-hmm. Somebody must have died.
The old Ghetto Bird. Oh, Moxley taking people's heads off on the outside. This is a tornado match that makes no sense storyline-wise. Don't make fun of the botching.
Whose fault is that? It's Moxley's fault. He was like, I can't get him up!
You fat ass. Whoa! Moxley flipping people off. He's got a lot of tude.
He's got a lot of, I can't move around very quick. Fatness going on tonight.
He's very red in the face.
He's very, slow and, really weird. Like, he's, forgot to, not drink or something.
I forget not to drink sometimes. There's a little baby in the audience. See it?
That poor
See
thing.
it? See it?
Are they lifting it up?
Yeah. It's got headset on, like a headphone.
They're like, yeah, I got the baby!
It's a sacrifice.
They're all
Moxley
throwing
picks
their
it up.
baby. They're all throwing their baby in
Moxley
the
uses
thing.
it as a weapon. He
God.
throws it to the guy and then punches him in the face.
No, not the baby. As everybody freaks out.
Who takes a baby to a wrestling event?
The same stupid fuckers who take babies to movie theaters. That's who. Sophie says, how are you liking Hogwarts Legacy? It's all right.
Good game.
It's
Figured
a good
out
game.
the glitch. You have to take it off you have to put it on high performance and take it off the look one, whatever that one was called. And then you can see
As
the
a
players.
normal.
Whoa! Moxley
Instead
just gets
of,
speared by Preston
highlighted.
Vance into Roosh and Claudio.
Which they say it's like a cheat, but it's really not because all you have to do is to use your Revelio spell all the time,
said
and
it's
it
a
does
cheat?
the same thing. I thought that's what you said when you
No,
found
I
it and
said
said
it's like a cheat. They're going to update it and it'll be fine in that mode. But it's obviously a glitch.
What is it supposed to look like in that mode?
The exact same, but really clear and pretty because you're in performance mode now, so everything's faster.
Oh.
And so it takes away from contrast.
Oh, I see. Oh, Piccolo says, whoa, Claudio is still a pretty athletic dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He stays in shapey. He's got the shapeness. Walter says, I want blood on AEW in this match. Oh,
Well, if John Moxley's in it, you'll get it. The extortion
fee. Piccolo says, does Moxley just want to be Terry Funk light? I don't know. Since we are here, Texas Travis, throw me top 5 fave Texas wrestlers off the dome.
I don't know if I can name 5, but I can do Kerry and Kevin Von Erich. I know there's another one, but I don't know the name of them. The Undertaker, Steve Austin.
The Undertaker's from Texas?
I think. Mark Callis, I'm pretty sure he's a Texan. He could be not, so if you want to take him off, that's fine too. Ooh. I'm going to have to throw Shawn Michaels in there because he's the only other Texan I can think of right offhand. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure Dusty Rhodes is from there. Terry Funk is definitely from there. So, yeah, I put Terry Funk in the top there. It's funny because I'm thinking of the people that were in the Texas wrestling in the 80s. But I'm not sure they're all from Texas. I don't know if that counts. But Shawn Michaels is from Texas. Not a fan, but he'd be my number 5 if I can't figure out another one. Power Slap!
JBL's not in your top 5?
That's what I'm saying.
Is he really from Texas?
He said, yeah, he is, for sure. He said off the top of my head. That's the problem, is I would have to go through every wrestler. So, yes, I would replace old Shawn Michaels with JBL for sure. The Von Erichs. And like I said, I don't know if Dusty's from Texas in the Texas organizations. But Terry Funk for sure. Is Terry Bam Bam Gordy from there too?
Walter, there's your blood. Old Moxley's got the bleed on. He's giving everybody the AIDS and herpes. Simplex 10. Chris says, no Daddy Magic tonight. Haven't seen him yet. Vindicator's in the chat, though. Hey, Vin. How's it going? So am I in the right place? Is this where I get to talk directly to a guy named Travis and a gal named Dalitha? I've heard so many great things about this place, but I have to be sure first.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's us. You made it to the right place.
Probably being
doom
tortured.
and hate and
Jon Moxley
stuff.
is busted open, believe it or not. I know.
He forgot to take his shirt all the way off, so he's just running around with his jacket shirt on.
Looks like a vest shirt or
Fucking
something.
weirdo. Thomas is in the chat there. Hey, Thomas says, hey guys, what's up? AEW game has finally got a rating. Yeah.
Yeah,
T
it's got a
for
rating,
teen.
but does it have a date? I feel like a date's more important than a rating.
Right?
But
Chris,
maybe things go in order. So you have to get the
rating,
rating
and
first.
then the release dates.
And by the time they get it released, all those wrestlers are going to be out of the company.
Yeah, they pretty much have gotten rid of most of them so far.
I don't know about that. I don't know who's going to be in it. I think the Bunny's going to be in it.
Chris says that JC Jane promo on NXT yesterday was awful, and she stole Emma catchphrase. Not surprising. Piccolo says, of course you can, and Vindicator is smiling with an angel. And Robbie says, D, so any good women's matches? The only women's match I know of is the main event tonight, which is Tony, Ruby, and Britt Baker. So there's that.
That's fire. That's what we call that.
Piccolo says Stan Hansen, Barry Windham, Booker T, Mark Henry, the Guerreros.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Yeah. Vindicator
Stan
says
Hansen
Taker is
for
from
sure.
Houston, 4th largest U.S. city.
There you go.
And Piccolo says, but yeah, I think your list is solid.
Well, it would be better if I had a list of then it would be in a true order.
Chris,
I
like,
just don't know where everybody's
Dusty
from.
is from Austin. Taker is living in Austin now, but from Houston.
There you go.
Stone Cold is from Victoria. That's close by me, LOL. And Michaels is from San Antonio. JBL is from Sweetwater. Terry is Amarillo.
Yeah.
Vindicator's like, Austin is from Victoria. Sean is from San Nice.
Where's Funk from?
Robbie says blood,
Or did
ooh,
he
or
say
this
Terry?
touch up.
He probably said Terry. Huh?
He said Terry is
Yeah.
Amarillo. Piccolo says, that's not my top 5 above. It's just other wrestling peeps from the great state of Texas.
Look at this chain. That's a chain to the head.
Chains to the head. Oh my god. Oh my god. That poor ref almost got whacked in the face with it.
Killed the ref, whacked him.
Piccolo, I figured you were just naming off more people that were from Texas, not your top 5. Robbie says, Vin, I wouldn't join this channel. Oh, that's really sweet, Robbie. Should we delete you and block you? Delete. Put him on the block list. Take him off as moderator, little bitch.
Oh, no.
Talking bad about our channel. Fuck
He's trying
him
to hold
and his
his
English
blood
crap.
in. He's trying to hold his blood in with his hands.
Why?
Because he needs his blood in his body.
They should let it spring all
That could
over
be it.
everybody.
Oh, Roosh saves the day.
Roosh saved his butthole and his blood. It's nice. Thomas says April release, I heard. Yeah, they said that before, but it's still temporary.
Yeah, it was December once, and then it was February for a minute. Now it's April. I'm looking forward to it. I already ordered it, so just waiting for the date so I can get it. Whoa!
We already
Discus
have it
lariat.
bought. We just have
What?
to pick it up.
2, 3. No! Moxley kicks out.
Those two are bleeding together. That's
They got
gross.
hepatitis as twins.
They're like, let's share our AIDS.
A lot of people like to do that.
This is gross.
Share their AIDS.
They're doing it right now, sharing their AIDS.
Pentasm or whatever that medicine is. If you take it, you're fine.
You can't share AIDS.
Can't share AIDS anymore if you take that.
Vindicator says, no, Robbie, how come your name is in blue colors? Is that a special meaning? Haha. Beagle's like, oh, stuck pig Moxley once again. Robbie's like, it means I'm special, Vin. D, I'm Vin, knows I'm messing. Oh, are you though? Vindicator's like, Robbie, do you have a special connection to some individual they told me about? I think they call that person Ayla. Harley says, what are you saying, Robbie? This channel is blank. Yeah, it is blank.
Fire!
Robbie's like, so the pay-per-view on Saturday? Yes, Robbie,
Yeah,
the
we'll be
pay-per-view is on Saturday.
Uh-oh, here comes chair shot.
Elimination Chamber
Oh.
pay-per-view.
Brutally attacks him with a chair.
Jose the assistant. Better write that down. Jose the assistant. Smacking people with chairs. What a
Jose.
jackass.
Old Jose.
Vindicator says
Uh-oh.
Sunday pay-per-views were always more fun, though. Yeah. I'm okay with it being on Saturday this weekend. kind of like a 3-day weekend this next weekend. President's Day and whatnot. Anybody going to buy a new bed? Get some new sheets? It's usually what they have for President's Day sales.
Yeah, we got a little thing from Ashley saying that there's...
Ashley? Ashley?
There's
the hell, Ashley?
Ashley! Ashley! Oh, Roosh! They got the ropes really loose tonight, so it's kind of goofy.
It's weird.
See how loose they are?
Yeah, they jiggle every time anybody runs
Whoa!
or walks.
Spear by Claudio!
Robbie says, D, would you ever put a bet on a wrestling pay-per-view? What kind of a bet? And how would you do it?
Maybe a money one through that place that does
I get
money
it,
bets?
but like, what would you be betting on? Like, you know the matches and then you'd bet on who would win?
I guess.
Vindicator says Alberto Del Rio had a guy named Jose the assistant. That's wrestling for you, a small world full of small minds.
Yeah.
Well, Jose is a very popular name, so... Robbie says, new sheets, what you suggesting, D? Okay, well, you don't live in the States, so you don't know anything about our weird advertising for President's Day. Because you aren't part of the U.S. Harley says, this channel is amazingly awesome channel to the long 24 wrestling wise.
Look at this, he's choking him out.
Harley. Oh my God, he's murdering that guy on
With
TV.
death, he's dead. He died.
Oh my God, they murdered that guy.
Death.
Moxley murdered him in his striped pants.
1450.
I'm not impressed. Pickle's like, isn't that wild? Comforters and love seats. What a patriotic way to celebrate that holiday. I know, right, Pickle? Isn't that weird? I always found it so strange. Like, it's the weirdest thing that they promote for President's Day. Vinegar's like, so Roosh is taking ring gear tips from Rick Boogs. LOL. I don't know, is he?
Boogs.
Somebody attacked Hangman Adam Page in the back, but I didn't see who it was.
Oh, no.
They caught him.
I'm looking now. It's right here.
Who's they?
You don't know who they are?
I don't.
I haven't seen. Oh, it's Blade and the Butcher and Kip Sabian.
Oh, that's sweet of him.
The V trigger.
Oh. They're really nice. Vindicator says, and Moxley sets the record for most blood spilled unnecessarily in a wrestling ring.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
He's in first place overall in history.
Pickle's letting us know it was the Butcher and the Blade and that prissy Kip Sabian.
Yeah, no
they
Penelope
attacked him.
Ford, though. It's the only part I care about. Ooh, the bunny's in that group, too, huh?
Oh, they had private conversations.
I shouldn't have said that. Is it weird that they do a bed sell the weekend after Valentine's Day?
Yes,
They think people just break it in?
I think so. I don't.
And then they're like, oh, we need a new bed after that.
Well, that was a glorious night of fun.
Hey, look at him. He's got a Hulk Hogan shirt on.
Did he?
Yeah.
When he was a kid.
He wasn't even there.
His dad?
Well, him, yeah.
Look at his fucking finger. Did you see his finger?
Uh-uh.
Oh my God.
It all
Look at his
broken?
finger. When he holds his hand up like this towards JR, his middle finger.
Is it bent?
Oh, it's been all right. Fucker looks insane. Oh, you'll see it way better.
Even though you survived every company.
Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
West Side!
He can do West Side without
He's doing
this or this.
He's
His
doing the
fingers,
Vulcan
like,
thing.
poor guy. It's all like, I mean, it's literally like this.
One's going this way and the other one's going that way.
Poor guy.
Varsity athletes, Josh Woods.
He looks like a mongoloid. What the fuck is he? A mongoloid? He's a mongoloid. They're like, hey, we found this guy in a cave over here. I think he's a caveman.
Okay.
Hey, it's that Briscoe guy.
Why is Mark Briscoe on?
This is weird.
They trying to like milk the death of his brother?
I guess. Pickles like Dustin Rhodes gets bloody in his matches often. Pickles says, what's your take on rent-a-centers? Are they legit or a scam? Okay, so rent-a-centers...
If you have the money, don't use one. But if you don't, and you only have weekly money, then go ahead. But yeah, they're a scam. You're going to pay like 100% more than what it normally costs.
Definitely.
Like a $300 thing is going to cost you over $600.
Yep.
Now, maybe not when you get to like a $5,000 thing. It might not cost $10,000, but it's going to cost you $8 or
At
$9.
least. Walter says, Mark Briscoe for the win. And Pico says, never been impressed by Joshua. What's his nuts? Reach for the sky, chat. Reach
Old
for
Josh
the
Woods.
sky.
Like, you know how a lot of people have big foreheads? His is concave.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
He's a mongoloid.
Why do you keep saying that?
Somebody found him in a cave.
Like a Neanderthal?
Yes. Look at him.
I'm pretty sure a mongoloid is
And he forgot to do calf raises. He's like, I'm not going to do my calf raises. I'm going to do leg day, but not calf raises. Those
Calves
are stupid.
are a harder one to work on, but
Look at him.
he could at least try. Either that or wear boots.
Or something. Stupid pants. This guy.
He's an indie guy. You could tell. He just doesn't know what he's doing. It's fine. Don't tease him.
That one needs to get some teeth in the front because that's
Whoa.
just creepy. Oh,
Well,
they
that's what
almost
you do
knocked
in
the rest
wrestling.
of them out for him.
What's this all about?
What's this all about?
Nice and Devare?
What's this all about? Who are these people? Oh, it's the Phoenix guy and the Lucha Bros.
Well, the Luchas. Nothing wrong with them.
And Robbie's like, that's gross. What's gross? Dude, spell it right. It's Gross. Gross. It's not that hard. He's like, what the hell happened? I don't know what's happening. Oh, he got punched in the face. You're going to lose more of your teeth.
Woods picks him up, breaks his back right there.
I don't know who told him that wearing his socks above his shoes was cool, but they lied to him. Lots of lying.
Girlfriend.
Well, she's stupid.
She let him leave the house.
I don't think he could have one of those.
Because of his sharp teeth.
It's because of his hideous pants.
They do remind me of something like the Flintstones. I don't know why, but...
Because it's got weird leopard print on one side.
Maybe.
Like, he's got a big monkey or something on it. Like, what is this? Vindicator was like, ugh, picture in picture, get rid of it, kill it, burn it.
Pip.
Why do you hate it?
Why do you hate Pip?
Why do you hate picture in picture? Is it because you have a tiny TV, or is it because you can't hear what's going on, or you'd rather just see full-on commercials? Robbie says, what the F is a rent-a-center?
It's a place where you go rent things to own.
Yeah,
So, like, say you want an Xbox, but you can't afford to go just buy one off the shelf. You go there and you say, hey, I want an Xbox. And they say, okay, it's $100 a week for the rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
Just
Till
kidding.
you're 90.
No, they'll charge you like $25 a week, so $100 a month for a year or something. So you have to pay them like a little over $1,000, but you get it, and you can afford the payments because they're less. Because you can't save money instead. And that way, basically, it's like, what's that called? Layaway, but you get it at the beginning.
I don't think he would know what that is either. I don't know if they
I'm sure
do
they know
that
what
kind of.
layaway is.
Yeah, they might do something like that over in the UK. Pico says, okay, even more indie riffraffs. Just make this car crash promotion even more rando.
We still have to come. Britt Baker, Ruby Soho, and Tony Storm.
Pico says, is he like an MMA wannabe? Are you talking about the Mongoloid?
He doesn't have water on the brain.
I think he does. I think he has water on the brain. Vindicator's like, I'd rather see no commercials during wrestling shows. Yeah, Vindicator, those are called pay-per-views.
We do those once a month.
Ramit is in the chat. Hey, Ramit says, very desperately dying to see an AEW's Saraya, Mandy Rose, Tony Storm new faction. Yeah, I think Mandy Rose is going to take a break from doing any kind of wrestling for a minute.
She's shaking it.
Ravi, when you can't afford appliances or furniture, you pay for it month by month. Vindicator's like, but yeah, wrestling companies have to pay the bills too. I get it. Pickle's like, oh yeah, Kmart layaway. Wasn't that the American way? Yes.
It was back in the day.
Vindicator says, it would probably take Mark Briscoe several months before he feels comfortable tagging with someone else. In all reality, he probably should, forfeit those ROH tag team championships.
And start a tag team
Considering
tournament.
that he isn't a tag team partner with anybody anymore. And even if he did, that person doesn't deserve the title.
Fact. Yeah, just create a tournament. Did he just scream?
Yes. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of that, if he just had a turban on his head. He reminds me of that, Jeff Dunham's,
The suicide bomber?
the suicide bomber guy. That's who he reminds me of.
Oknob? Or whatever.
Yeah, that guy. Vindicator says Mandy doesn't bring much to the ring.
Work in the crowd.
But if you want eye candy, just sub to her OnlyFans, right? This freaking guy says Kmart layaway is how I got my PS2.
There you go.
See?
There's nothing wrong with it
There
either.
is nothing wrong with layaways. I have done layaways many times in my past.
Have you? Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it was. I mean, I knew what it was, but I didn't.
I've done it at Walmart. I don't know if they still do them, but they used to do them. During Christmas time only, you could do layaways. So I've done layaways at Walmart. I did layaways at
nice
Kmart.
Because you can keep it there.
Mm-hmm.
Not have to hide it in your house or something.
Mm-hmm. Ramit says Ruby Soho doesn't join any faction in AEW. She is much comfortable with her old buddies, Liv and Sarah. Harley says, here's Valentine's Day washing our chocolate-covered strawberries or chocolate-covered cherries overrated. Which are, I'm guessing?
Yeah, overrated.
Oh, here's a Valentine's Day question. Are chocolate-covered strawberries or chocolate-covered cherries overrated?
Well, I don't know if chocolate-covered cherries are Valentine's Day, are they? I mean, that's Christmas to me. Mm-hmm. But the strawberries, definitely. That's supposedly...
I don't think that's overrated, though. I think they're delicious. I mean, granted, I like strawberries on their own, but putting chocolate all over them even makes it better. So why wouldn't you want chocolate-covered strawberries? Piccolo says, oh, they tried to get me on, what's it, that market with the magazines? Market with the magazines.
Oh, like Finger Hut?
Maybe.
There's other ones too, but that's just one that comes to mind.
Thomas says, my friend bought his wife a sushi set for Valentine's Day and he got a key ring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got like a pan set and flowers, and Travis got nothing.
I get nothing. I didn't get anything for my birthday either.
I totally dropped the ball this year completely. It's been like a very down type of time. Picola says, wow, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Vindicator says, do you put strawberries in pie, Talitha, or also cake? Strawberry pie is delicious. If you've never had it, I suggest you try it.
It's weird. You know, strawberries aren't hard to find, but I've never had a pie with strawberries on it.
Really?
Raspberry, yes. Cherry, yes.
Remember when we had Frontier pies?
Yeah, 820. No, because we've had this discussion.
You don't
I've heard
remember
of it.
Okay, you've heard of it though. So they had strawberry pies, but they were like not like the one place in town that has strawberry pie. They like put a weird pudding base in theirs, which is disgusting. I don't understand it. Anyway, so they had strawberry pies, and it was just a crust, like a really yummy regular crust, right? Not graham cracker, just a crust. And then they'd take strawberries and like put them in this like gel stuff or whatever, like strawberry gel, but not like Jello or anything. It was like gooey. Mm-hmm. And that's what it was in. And whipped cream, best stuff ever. Delicious. I have made a strawberry pie before. My mom and I did when that place went away, Frontier Pies. So we made them ourselves. They turned out pretty good. There's this one stuff called dessert something that makes really good strawberry flavored stuff. It's everybody's favorite dude.
Baby.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever really put strawberries in cake, but I guess I did make that one strawberry cake thing that was okay. It was weird. Piccolo says, I can't believe how they stay in business. Finger Hut or like rent-a-centers. Vindicator says, Mark makes me wonder how tough is it to eat with 4 missing front teeth.
I'm sure he has a prosthetic. And when his career's over, I'm sure he'll get implants.
Robbie says, D, these wrestlers look like they couldn't cut in the indie scene, which is hilarious because that's where they're from. So what does that tell you? People says all those places in general, I guess, huh? Yeah, you know what? People do it. Like a lot of people, and I'm going to say this and it's going to sound mean, but poor people keep those places in business.
Or they exploit poor people.
They could exploit poor people too. Make it way more
just like
inviting, I guess.
Hey, I need some money to pay my rent this month. So I'll take my title into my car and get a 2,000% interest loan.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they have to pay back $900 on a $300 loan.
Sophie says this episode of Dynamite sounds boring. Does it?
It is.
Well, that last match was kind of like nothing, so it didn't make any sense.
Right now, what's her name? Renee actually looks good.
Yeah, she's not wearing something dumb.
I've seen her look good since she's been in AEW, so she's turned the corner.
Just stopped looking like crap.
Like
Chris says, does Britt make Adam Cole call her DMD baby when she was champ? Yes. Pico says, no, I get it. My mom's guilty pleasure is the HSN and QVC shopping networks. Yeah, that's Travis, too. Like, he's like an old person in disguise.
I can't help but watch it.
He watches that crap and I'm just like, dude.
It's so inviting. It's so, like, they're so friendly. And you're just like, oh, they're my friends.
Oh, my God. No, they're not. No.
MJF.
No. Sophie says, what's the difference between cheap and poor?
Cheap
means
poor.
That you would never go to a rent-a-center.
So,
cheap. Well, that means you'll go to DI or a secondhand store or get free stuff off the street. Or if your friend's throwing away a sofa, you'll take it.
Cheap and poor are two different things. Like, they're not the same, right? Like, you can go, like, frugal and cheap. And it's really good to be frugal. Mm-hmm. Because then you'll buy expensive stuff that'll last.
Yep.
You don't want to be cheap.
No.
Cheap's a bad one because that means you'll just take whatever, and I know people like that. You don't want cheap stuff because it'll just break and you waste your money. So if you go to the dollar store and you buy a cup every week for a year, you could have bought a really nice one that would last 3 years for $10, and you would have saved $50 or $40.
Yes.
That's the difference between buying cheap stuff and expensive stuff. Is expensive stuff usually will last. So it's important to buy, but don't be cheap.
But be frugal, right?
Be frugal.
Like,
be frugal.
Pico says, but she's about her garden and kitchen items, etc. Nah, I get that. Not the garden part, but kitchen.
I bought some garden stuff from there last year.
Sophie says, my mom loves watching HGTV. Picola says, I don't know, Sophie, in what context? Vindicator says, Maxwell is one of those poor people. He just won't admit it. Ha, I'm kidding. Picola says, like, I don't mind getting a couple things off the thrift racks because some people pay too much for new pants or shirts, for example. That's being frugal, though, Picola, because if you're going to a secondhand store and you're finding really nice things, because you might live in an area where they have really nice things at secondhand stores. Mine aren't like that. Mine are basically like you're just getting garbage. Like you would have been better off dumpster diving in somebody's dumpster to get clothes. But in a way that I guess you could call it cheap. But in a way it's frugal if you're finding what you're finding.
Sorry, I'm watching MJF. He's funny, motherfucker. He took a guy in the crowd and he's like, hey, you want to take a picture? And he like leans up and the guy's like... And he grabs his phone and throws it.
Hopefully he was a plant.
I don't know. And then he went over to these guys and they're sitting there drinking. So you know he's doing it here. They're all getting pictures.
That's funny.
Anyways, and he's talking to him and they're all like, blah, blah. And he like grabs the guy's cup and the guy kind of lets it go and he goes, throws it right in his face.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sophie says sometimes we buy cheap stuff and they don't last that long.
No.
Yeah, that's being cheap. Yeah. Vindicator's message retracted. And Chris says, although we know Roman would beat the shit out of MJF, I would like to see him in the same ring together as each company's respective champs do a promo battle.
So Paul Heyman and
you'd have to have
MJF.
Paul talk for Roman because Roman doesn't do his own promos. Pico says, but I do want some quality shoes and I will pay out my way for them. You know, your feet are very important, Pico, so you got to buy the quality shoes. Chris says the Riff Raff, a.k.a. Kai, was live on Twitch earlier.
Nah,
Sophie says, my roommate sometimes buys stuff from the coupons that she found.
Yeah, that's a really good way to do it.
That's just being frugal. Using coupons to buy nice things is frugal.
Discount codes, all that stuff.
Yeah. So if you like Tide, because it's a pretty, nicer detergent, you could say, and it's kind of expensive, right? And you get a coupon for Tide, you're being frugal. But if you go and you buy the cheap stuff from the dollar store and it doesn't work that good, but, you're just being cheap. People is like, yeah, Florida people be bougie and give donations all the time, even if it's worn once. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mike, right? So, like, in my area, it's not very, like, higher class people, I guess you could say. And so you don't get a lot of really nice clothes at the secondhand stores. And so they're usually, like, very worn, very secondhand type of clothing. If you want the nicer things, you have to go to, like, consignment stores. And then you'll get, like, the things that might still have tags on them or that might have only been worn once where, like, the rich people take their clothes because then they get money for it kind of thing. So, Sophie says, whenever I go to the store, I look around for certain stuff. Yep. Vindicator says, Bailey tore up a little girl's sign last night. That's more cold-blooded than anything Maxwell is willing to do. Yeah, but the little girl really liked it. She, like, smiled and laughed and thought it was great, so... Yeah. Ooh, better.
You're better than me.
Chris says, I want MJF versus LA Knight 80s promo battle.
Yes.
MJF doesn't love Daniel Bryan. Boo, MJF. Walter says... Sophie says, of course, sometimes the coupons don't last that long. Yeah.
No, they have dates.
Piccolo says, yeah, and I guess based off my cousins and their kids. Yeah. Walter says Mark Briscoe won. Good for him.
Yeah, he did.
Super professional opinion. No.
Right? What is it?
So it says sometimes the stuff that costs a lot of money are a lot better than the cheap version.
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah. Good portion. Not always. Vindicator says Maxwell shut that crowd up with a worthless trash dig. But he sounds kind of full of it, pretending that he cared about the fans. Ravi says MJF chatting more shit. Piccolo says the 12 to 18 month situation, buying new clothes because they outgrow them, can be expensive, so you need to be thrifty and cut corners or you'll be broke.
Please do with kids.
Piccolo, with kids, it's different, right? And if you have multiple kids, no matter what, keep some of the hand-me-downs if you have some of them that are kind of close. And it doesn't matter if they're boys or girls. It doesn't matter. Pants still fit boys, fit girls. Pants are different, right? I mean, there's certain shirts that you can do both, and it doesn't really matter. You know, once they start getting kind of older and stuff and they're, you know, different sexes, you know, then you kind of want to do different stuff.
A lot of people don't realize this, but little boys wore dresses until the 1920s.
They did.
Because it was too expensive to have clothes tailored to them, so they just put what would be considered a dress.
Yep.
Like a toga, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Just a tarp over the top of them. Poncho or whatever.
Yeah.
With arms in it.
Yep.
So boys, up until the 20s, wore dresses. Babies. Up until they're like 5.
Yeah, little toddlers and stuff.
Then they grow slower, so then you build their clothes.
Yeah.
And everybody built their clothes, or they did have tailors. But you didn't have shops that you would go to and buy clothes.
That were pre-made. You actually went there and had them make clothes for you. Maybe not in the 1920s. They probably had like department stores and stuff at that point and thing. But
until the 20s, so we're in the teens. Then when 20s hit, after World War I, the Spanish flu hit. Then after that, it was.
But that's what Ayla did with her kids.
Dresses.
No, with Ozzy's, like, because she had him first, you know, and just boy clothes are just easier. When she had Indy, basically Indy for the longest time when she was a baby, unless somebody got her girl stuff, she literally just wore whatever Ozzy wore.
Christopher Daniels?
And I remember doing that with my brother's stuff. Like, I wore a lot of my brother's hand-me-downs when I was a kid for a long time. But then I didn't care because I was a tomboy, so I was like, pants, yeah. Dresses, ew. Walter says Bryan Danielson will win over MJF for the AEW title. Ooh, Walter, bold statement, my friend. Robbie says, not Bryan tonight, D. Please, not him. I don't know if he's supposed to have a match tonight.
Who?
Daniel Bryanson.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He's had one every week.
That's true. Walter says, MJF, hurry up. AEW has a show. Robbie says, D, only the best for you. So he says, some people take being cheap or thrifty very seriously. I think they take being frugal very seriously, Sophie. And at this point in life, and with everything the way it is, sometimes you have to be a little cheap, unfortunately. They've made it so people have to kind of be that way. Or more frugal. Ooh, his dick is in the dirt.
He's going to put his penis in the mud?
That's gross. Harley says, almost time to watch some hockey again, but we'll still be in the check. All right. Thanks for being in the chat with us, Harley.
Glad that you watch it. It's pretty cool.
Sophie says, I wonder how many people would be mad if MJF has a short championship reign.
He won't. Does Christopher Daniels have a fake left eye?
Maybe.
Does he have a glass eye? Look at his left eye. See it? It's just black.
I saw it earlier. So I don't know if that's it or if he put a thing in there. Maybe he has something in there on purpose. Hey, buddy. Did you wake up? Hi. Hi. Did you wake up and nobody was there and you heard us? Aw. Yeah, good boy.
my gosh, nobody cares about Daniel.
This one or the one he's talking
Right.
about. Ugh, barf. What the fuck ever? What the fuck, dude? They're trying to say that the reason why there's AEW is because of Ring of Honor. Oh my god. Like, seriously? Stop. Like, stop with your stupid. The Indicator's like, Delitha, what will you do with yourself when Maxwell and McDanielson decide to roll around the map for an hour?
Holy shit. Is that going to be at the pay-per-view then?
I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be at the pay-per-view, and it's going to be the main event because it's the heavyweight championship.
Read a book? Do you want me to read a book to you guys out loud? Some children's books. Robbie says, yeah, Dee found that out trying to wear Travis Levi jeans. What? Vindicator's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm checking out of that pay-per-view hour early. Walter says, okay, Christopher Daniels. Sophie says, sometimes we go food shopping, and of course the stuff we need aren't on sale that week. That's how it goes. Robbie says, Vin, prepare to feel bored. Vindicator is laughing, and Sophie says, it's funny when I'm in here on my phone, you guys are in and out, but on my tablet, you are fine.
Huh, yeah.
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know.
It looks like it's been green the whole time.
It's been
lately.
more even this time. Robbie says, D, you a tomboy, I would have never guessed. Or Sophie says, when you go food shopping or whatever type of shopping, how often the stuff you need aren't on sale that week? All the time, Sophie. I literally almost buy the same stuff every week. And very rarely is it ever on sale.
I don't eat
He's the
sale
best
foods.
in the world.
LOL.
You don't eat what?
Sale foods. I eat like fresh foods, so they're never on sale.
Walter. I mean, sometimes
in
they
the
are.
Summer, when they're in growing season.
So if they're in season or they have an abundance of it, then they'll have them like for cheaper. Hence, an example. Avocados. Large avocados they've had an abundance of them the last couple of weeks. And so they are cheaper than buying the medium avocados, but they haven't had any of them.
Right.
So there's something. Sophie says that, and Walter says,
I'm gonna fight you. Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring. I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point. When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby. I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before. You can hide behind that commissioner's son just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass. And if you don't think I'm big enough, then you grab a hold of me, and you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be, as big as I need to be to do the job on you. There's one
what?
part of our bodies that's soft, and it is soft all the time. If you catch my meaning, I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do. I'm coming hard. You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
What the? Did you just decide to be all about dicks or something?
Ayla sent it to me, and I couldn't help it, so I reposted it on TikTok.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Walter says MJF don't pay a wrestler telling truths. Robbie says pointless segment. Sophie says that is a kind of true with the Ring of Honor thing. Is it though? Pico's like what, like green eggs and ham? Yeah, Picola. Green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam I am. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam I am. So it says that pay-per-view will be like an 8-hour pay-per-view. Walter's just prying with the save. Yeah, he saved Christopher Daniels from MJF and his meanness. Loser. Sophie says, do you throw out your food when it gets close to the expiration date? No. I wait until it's after the expiration date and it's rotting in my fridge. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot to eat that. I better
I've
throw
got
it away.
about 150 cans of food downstairs from like 2018. I don't know if it's too old to give away or not.
Robbie says AEW really scraping the barrel tonight. Sophie says, what the heck is that? Travis's TikTok on Wrestling Gab's
Go
TikTok.
to Wrestling Gap TikTok and you can see the videos I've been posting.
Walter says, was that a wrestler adversary, Travis?
Well, what it said when I got it, it said wrestling's gay, and then the guy goes, "No, it's not."
And then they had that. Well, there you go. Robbie's like, "Do your gal Tony Storm? She's not my gal. She's a lot of your guys' gals.
Brian Cage.
And she's gonna be out there as the main event tonight." Walter says, "Jungle Boy for the win." Ooh, bold, Walter. Robbie says, "Shakespeare has nothing, D."
So we
I
got
wasn't
Jungle Boy
quoting
Jack
Shakespeare,
Perry in
Robbie.
there with freaking Brian Cage, and Brian Cage is gonna lose to Jungle Boy. Bad booking. So Brian Cage hasn't been on TV for about a year. Why is he on camera, you ask? Oh, because his contract's coming up.
Who?
Brian Cage.
Oh, Swolverine.
Wolverine.
That's what's on his shirt. It's funny.
And done. Jungle Boy attacks him right out of the gate.
There he is. He's got him. Jack Perry is taking it to old Brian Cage with his very tall pants he has on tonight. What the fuck?
He's going to come all over him.
Why does he have tall pants on?
Cage?
Yeah.
It does look weird. It looks like a diaper.
It's so shitty.
Drop
shitty.
kick.
That's
Cage
your
falls
butt.
to the outside.
Don't show your butt to people.
Sounds
Hey,
like
buddy.
a velociraptor.
You're a velociraptor.
We evolved into cats. All right, Jack Perry over the top. Cage catches him like a softball. In
Walter's-
practice, bam, right there on the ring mat.
Right? Walter says, "Bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown,
See you, Walter.
Saturday for WWE Chamber pay-per-view. Bye, Leopold. Bye, Walter. Have a good rest of your night.
Yeah,
Glad
enjoy
you
your
had
birthday.
a good birthday. Have a good one. Hey, you stop that.
Professor Weasley.
Let's see. Sophie says sometimes we throw out our food like a month after it expired because we forgot it was in the refrigerator. Oh, excuse me. Chris says, "Here comes Cage and dat boy Prince Nana." Sophie says Brian Cage is rumored to be going to the WWE. Robbie says, "Oh, Perry Jack style." Pickle says, "Who would be a good dream match opponent for Cage?"
Well, they've had opportunities to do it because Will Hobbs would have been a perfect one.
True. They were in a little group together.
Big E
Then they
Lang-
had kind of a fight.
Big E Langston, when Big E was healthy, would be a great one.
Right.
I think Cross is a little too small to make it a dream match, but you know, where you're looking at two heavyweights slugging it out. Because he's athletic. He can do flying off the top rope, another thing. Maybe him and Lance Archer, but I think Archer's so tall that
It'd be
look
weird.
goofy. And Archer isn't wrestling, by the way, either, because not by choice. That's what he said on his Twitter the other day.
Of course it doesn't. It's because Tony Khan's a dumbass.
He doesn't like guys that are bigger than him.
Dumbass.
And that's why you're going to see Jack Perry win this. Flex it for us!
Let's see. Sophie says Karrion Kross isn't happy with his position in the WWE. He thought he would be a bigger deal when he came back to the WWE.
Yeah. Well, whose fault's that?
That's his own. Piccola says, Walter, happy B-Day once again. Take care. Sophie says Randy Orton versus Brian Cage. Piccola says, wow, I was about to say Karrion Kross is about his level. Cage versus Damian Priest, maybe.
Yeah, I think Damian's a little too tall, but yeah. Like, I mean, those types of athletes. There's nothing wrong with Kross and him. I'm just saying
Rick
that
Boogs.
Rick Boogs would be a fun one. It would be an interesting promo battle just because he's so terrible at promos. Cage. You can
Remy
talk to
says
everybody
tonight,
at
Ruby
home.
Soho, Jamie Hayter, Tony Storm main event match, AEW Thunder Rosa back in AEW. I don't know about that, but the main event doesn't have Jamie Hayter in it, sweetheart. It's Dr. Britt Baker and the other two, but you almost got it. Vindicator says, Travis, get on the phone with Tony Khan. Ask him why he keeps putting Cage in matches against tiny guys. Because Tony Khan is dumb. Robbie says, not Bryan Danielson for Cage, anything but him. Chris says, Brian Cage versus Bobby Lashley. Ramit says, maybe later, Thunder Rosa back in AEW. Harley says, can't wait until summer to have my favorite fruit, juicy, ripe cantaloupe.
Yummy.
Cantaloupe.
Nothing wrong with cantaloupe.
Sophie says, didn't you see the interview where Tony Khan teased what he would do if he bought the WWE?
Well, get rid of all the
If
big
his
guys.
daddy would buy it for him, you mean?
Bankroll it.
Chris says Brock versus Cage, Bray Wyatt versus Cage. Vindicator says Cage versus Omaha would be interesting, but Omaha can't wrestle any good long matches.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a long match. Omaha would probably just chokeslam him in it.
Robbie says, D, you can't blame Cross for having ambition. Sophie says Cage versus Finn Balor or Ray. That's terrible. Ramit says no Mercedes, more Monet and AEW till March. Maybe Thunder Rosa to fill the Saraya faction. Sophie says, whenever I see Tony Khan in a video, he always seems to be high.
Yeah, I think he does something. But I don't know. You know, I mean, obviously that would be speculation.
Chris says they need to bring back the Dr. Baker show. It was her talk segment on AEW, but I think because Bailey took her segment with the Ding Dong Hello show. You think that's why?
I like that.
Ramit says last Monday WWE Raw was pathetic. Robbie says, who's coming out alive from the main event? I don't know.
Who's
Tony,
gonna win
Ruby,
that?
and Britt.
Probably Ruby.
Yeah, probably. So he's like, Matt Riddle teased a return to the WWE. Oh, did he? He decided he needed to not be a druggie.
No. He's probably at a worse place in his life now than he was before.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's like with prostitutes and all sorts of stuff. Or porn stars, same thing.
Not surprising. Robbie's like, Ruby lost weight. Oh, yeah?
Did she?
Vindicator says
her
AEW
nose?
should bring back that talk show if they want WWE to win the ratings battle.
Yeah, the waiting room or whatever it was. Can you stop?
Leopold, what are you doing? He's like, I am an ancient breed of cat from Thailand. Blech.
Rawr. All right, Cage,
How
going up and
sophisticated
over.
I am.
Terrible idea. Is he going to suplex him to the outside?
Oh, maybe. So it says, interesting that both Raw and Dynamite have a triple threat women's match as the main event this week. Robbie says, oh, yeah, Travis, she has. Pickle says, well, the whole thing about AEW is that unless you're Jericho or the Elite, there's not that many fancy segments to fill this show.
Uh-oh. 1, 2.
They have other groups that
Just
do
gets his
fancy
shoulder up.
segments.
Yeah.
Cyber Rob style in the chat says
Cyber Rob.
a Tony Khan La Gusta Las Mamas Solteras.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know what that means. Can you tell me what it means in English? That would be awesome.
Super
But
cute.
thanks for being in our chat, Cyber Rob style. It's a
Dropping
cool
him
name.
down.
Robbie says,
Oh.
D, Mr. 420 is sorting his dirt out, ready to come back. Vindicator says, so what's the highest place in the house Leopold has ever climbed up to?
Oh, there it is. 3 count.
Cabinets in the kitchen.
Yep.
Oh, he won. No way. How'd that work?
27.
I guess he won. Imagine. Piccolo says, oh, well, I take it back. The whole Guns and Acclaimed have been pretty fun. Yeah, they're not too bad. Sophie says, do you see Chris Jericho coming back to the WWE?
No. Not today.
Chris says, yep, it was so entertaining the way DMD instigated drama. Piccolo's like, Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish.
Right. I was
Robbie's-
just watching that a little earlier today. Anchorman.
Oh.
You ate the whole wheel of cheese?
The whole wheel
I'm not
of
even
cheese?
mad. That's kind of impressive. Christian Cage is back.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
What's he spraying him with? Mace?
Maced him? That's not very nice. Hey, stop that. No. Claws, or no. Stop ruining my things, Mr. Kitty Cat. Yeah.
Wait. Don't smack me in the head.
Robbie says, D, you're never impressed with wrestling.
Oh, his
I guess
arm's
it was
healed. Look
fake.
at this.
It was fake the whole time. His arm never was broken. Robbie said that, and Chris says he said Tony Khan likes single moms. That's not surprising. Sophie says, have you guys stepped on Leopold by accident? Yes.
I've stepped on his toes, but with my toes.
I think I accidentally stepped on his tail one time. He was not happy about it. I've almost stepped on him going down the stairs. Instead, I kicked him.
Soccer style?
No. Just with the whole foot under him and just boop. So he'd move down the stairs some more. Because he likes to go in front of you and then sit in the middle of the stairs. And it's like, dude, stop that.
Oh, she's wearing her Christmas sweater. It's almost Christmas.
What
It's
is
10
that?
10 months to Christmas.
It's weird. Looks like she has a vagina on her boob.
Oh, is that see-through? And that's a black bra underneath?
Maybe.
Okay.
I have no idea what it is. Vindicator's like, but in reality, Perry would never beat Cage in any kind of fight without low blows. Exactly. Robbie says, oh, the heart bum on a whole wheel of cheese. Heartburn on a whole wheel of cheese. Sophie says, Cody Rhodes said in an interview that his weight belt is going to have representation from all the independent promotions he wrestled in at Mania.
Yeah, he'll have all their little emblems, and then he's going to throw it in the crowd anyway, so it's fine.
Robbie says, D, you're brutal to your cat. Not really. Vindicator says, when cats get bored, they like to claw at things. You got to keep them entertained, and Jungle Boy couldn't do it.
Yep. Yeah, that's her boobs. She had a black bra thing, or undershirt on. Oh, she's still up there. Yeah, that one. Nah.
Sophie says, did your dogs get into a fight with Leopold? No.
Leopold just beats him up.
Sophie says, it's okay. I sometimes step on my dog's tail by accident. Pickle says, it's very parallel how Christian and Edge look pretty much the same with the short hair, the beard, and such. Right? Hey, it's that one next. Hangman and Kip.
Ooh, Hangman and the Kip. I feel cold.
Is it because it's cold in here a little?
Maybe.
I don't know. There wasn't a furnace at my dad's house, so it was kind of chilly.
Oh, it went out or something?
Yeah, it finally broke. After 8 months of me telling him he needed to get it fixed or looked at to see what was wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything is fine. You're dumb. You girl. You stupid. Me man. Me have penis. Me smart. After 8 months of telling him.
Was it making a noise?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't start up. It would make this like really god-awful grinding noise kind of. And I told him, I was like, there's something wrong with either the motor or a clutch or the whatchamacallit.
The humdinger?
No, it was the, what's that thing that is on top of ours for the air conditioner? What's that thing called?
Not like a plenum or something?
No, what's the other thing that's in them?
A heating element?
No, there's like a motor, but it's not called a motor.
It's a fan.
But it's called something. Anyways, that was broken.
Well, yeah.
It completely
If it make noise, that's exactly what it is, because
Well,
it's a bearing.
Yeah, and I figured it was something in there that was broken, and I told him. Well, what happened was it was so broken that it just wouldn't even turn on anymore. So we literally Dad literally heated the house like a poor person with the oven. We turned the fucking oven on to broil to the broiler on high, and open the oven. And then he's like, hey, can you get that fan to work last night so you can kind of like get the hot air from the oven to like go more in the
Circulate.
house.
Burn an element out in your oven.
In the house. And I was like, what the
Is it a gas oven?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
electric.
I was like, holy crap, that could be another whole issue.
Oh, shoot. No, it's electric. There's nothing gas in that house except for the furnace being propane. And it's propane, not
Is it
gas.
fixed now?
It should be. The guy was supposed to come back with the part this morning to fix it. Anyways, so it was pretty chilly last night, and I was in the basement, so of course it was a little bit more colder than it was upstairs. But yeah, so it was kind of cold this morning, and I haven't really warmed up since, so I've been kind of cold all day from it, so it being like 50-something degrees in the basement wasn't fun, because it was 66 upstairs by the furnace the thermostat upstairs when I got there last night. And then when I went to
Work.
this morning when I got up, it was 62. So, not too bad, but still cold. I didn't have to let the water run very long for it to get cold for my water, though. You guys are idiots.
I almost pinned your ass last week on Dynamite.
So it says all pets, you have to entertain them. Yeah, they deserve, entertainment. Gotta pay attention to them. Robbie says Hangman doing nothing as usual. Vindicator says Edge and Christian might play bingo together the Sunday after the Chamber pay-per-view. Sophie says, have you guys beaten Hogwarts Legacy yet? No.
No.
Robbie says, does you have to use coal to heat up the house? No, but what's funny about that, Robbie, is that my dad's house does have a goddamn fucking fireplace, but it hasn't been used in a few years, so I don't really want him using it because the chimney probably needs to be cleaned out, and I don't want him to use it in case it starts the house on fire. So yeah, we used to put coal in it and stuff, so in the wintertime. So
Need a chimney sweep.
yeah, definitely need a chimney sweep
Yeah,
and
no
do
water.
that. There's a lot of things that need to happen that haven't happened. Sometimes I guess
Oh,
it's not
Penelope
good when...
and Kip. He's wearing more makeup than she is.
True.
Nothing wrong with Penelope.
He's so weird. Your cat is a jerk. What a jerk. Let's see. Vindicator says, I think whatchamacallit used to be a popular candy bar.
Yep.
Whatchamacallit? Yes. Sophie says the WWE didn't change that many plans regarding the Road to Mania. They probably changed a couple things along the way. Vindicator says WWE needs massive changes. Their pay-per-view sucks so far.
Yeah, things change. Some things need to change.
Yeah.
We got a match, though.
Sophie says, too bad AJ Styles got injured. He probably was going to be in something major for Mania.
Still
Robbie
could
says,
be.
WWE is lazy and unpredictable. Sophie says, there's a rumor that HBK might be facing Grace and Waller at Mania since they have been feuding for a while. Do your pets poop in the house by accident when you guys aren't home for a certain
No.
amount of time? No. Nope.
No. Argus will puke up poop
And then clean it up himself. Does that count?
because he eats shit and he's an asshole, but he's like, I ate way too much shit. I gotta puke.
It's like, well, I had some food earlier, but now I'm hungry again. Let me barf up my poop I ate out of the yard. Sicko. He's done it since he was a puppy. It's gross. I haven't been able to ever break him of
Whoa,
the habit.
Kip up top. There you went for a cutter like a Cody cutter. That got caught by Paige.
My schnauzers that I had would poop in the house sometimes. Usually it was because I didn't get there on time to let him out or something.
Paige going up over the top. Almost lands on Penelope.
One of them was kind of old, so he just kind of pooped.
What's she reaching for? There's nothing there, buddy.
He's like, I know there's something under here. I'm going to get it.
Oh. Big kick right to the head.
Psst. What are you doing, Leopold? Leopold, what are you doing with your long legs? Hey, what you doing? Hello, sir.
He's like, I'm just going to lay down. That's
You
boring.
Bread loaf? Are you loafing like bread?
All right. Commercial break.
Pucola says, here comes the millennial grumpy cowboy. How long ago did Adam Cole make his comeback promo? Is he ever going to wrestle?
He's saying that he's still not cleared.
But we know how all that's a lie with everything.
He wouldn't be on TV if he wasn't. I would assume he's going to wrestle at the pay-per-view, guys.
Vindicator says, Delete's still a fan of that grumpy cowboy rancher, I think.
Maybe. I don't think it's much. She doesn't share his views.
I'm not that big of a fan of him as much anymore. So if he says, my
I don't know if
dog
he's got it by
pooped
the
in the house once,
throat.
we didn't know until our roommate stepped in it without realizing it when she was going to work one day.
That'll help.
That'll make sure you find it. Robbie says AEW turning into an AC Tech WCW week by week.
Yeah, I don't even know what you would call it.
So
I
if he
liked
says-
WCW, so when they first came out, I was like looking forward to it being like WCW, but it's not. WCW still had storylines. They don't have shit for storylines. They just had a match earlier tonight with Roosh and some other dude versus Claudio and John Moxley. No idea why or how and I don't even know if they're showing the records anymore. Are they? Like they continue like what's your record and what
I think they
rank you are?
do, but they show it like right at the very beginning when they first come down. Pretty soon, his whole face is just going to be a stupid tattoo.
He was probably abused.
It's so weird.
His name's Post Malone, and he's going to Utah for the All-Star game, where Karl Malone was a post. He played the 4, which is a post.
That's funny.
Karl Malone was known as the mailman because he always delivered,
Nice.
even on Sundays.
That's weird.
Does he have kids or something, and he just lets them like write on his face, and then he goes and has it tattooed?
I think so.
Because it doesn't look like they're any sort of art or anything.
No, I don't know what it is. So he says this AEW pay-per-view is a couple weeks away, right?
Yeah, it's the 5th.
And it would be Adam Cole versus who, though, if he was going to be in the pay-per-view?
John Moxley.
Robbie
I don't
says
know.
Adam Cole, he's defo cleared to service DMD, but not to wrestle. People's like, oh, well, yeah, TK destroyed the whole wins-losses mess. Maybe it's still on dark. I didn't think that he had, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
Chris says Travis thought on Max Schreiser and Verlander as Mets. Will they coexist? They have competitive beef. It's like Hogan and Macho Man.
It's all good though. They're on the same team, so, and they're both gonna pitch, meaning they're not pitching the same day. So they're fine. And plus, they were teammates for years in Detroit
That's funny.
when they were young men.
Yeah.
Scherzer has 2 different colored of eyes because he has a disease.
He doesn't have a disease.
It's called a disease.
It's not a disease.
has a name.
It's a genetic anomaly.
Yeah, disease.
It's not a disease. You're
Pops
so
up, puts him down.
weird. Something
Penelope should bend over the
achondrial.
ring more often. She should cheer a lot more.
Yeah.
We need to see a lot more.
So
Kip
you can
Sabian.
have that wrestling thing talk about it. About her bending over the ring. Where they're going to stick it and...
Don't be dirty.
Where
That's for
they're-
guys, not girls. It's gay love. Power slap. Probably should have screenshotted that one. And that's it. 6 minutes, 37 seconds.
I figured they'd have Hangman Page lose.
What the? They just had him beat Moxley. Why the hell would they have him lose?
I don't know. Seems like
You're
something that what's his
weird.
face would do because he's a douche. Pico's like, haven't watched it in months. And Ravi says, who would pay for AEW pay-per-views after tonight's Dynamite? Sophie says, all the wrestling fans wish that all the wrestling promotions could come together to do a pay-per-view together. Do they? Vindicator says, Travis, do you like have an endless supply of toothpicks? How much do they cost?
And there's like 12 boxes out there.
They cost like
They're
50
like
cents a box.
$1, yeah.
Pico's like, whoa, Travis, I did not see the correlation until you mentioned it. Post Malone and the Karl Malone stuff. Pico's like, Post Malone, he's nothing special. I guess the kids like him. He sings like a goat.
Yeah, so I didn't know who he was, and McKenna kept talking about him. And this is like a couple years ago. And so I was Post Malone. And so the whole time I think she's talking like Karl Malone or something. And I'm like, Karl Malone doesn't sing. Like, no, it's Post Malone. I was like, okay, yeah, he played Post.
He played Post. It's fine. So he says, I thought AEW was supposed to be different from WWE, but week by week they are become WWE light. Because says, Sophie, I don't see much WWE in it. I see the people from WWE, but other than that, Sophie says, I wonder how many baseball players will retire this year. Chris says, Ford eye candy, Penelope Ford. Picola says, but if you say so. Robbie says, so Rihanna was good in the hit show, the halftime show.
Oh, you liked it, huh? Some people did.
I am on the other side of that fence.
She's definitely deep into the Illuminati. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the stage was set up in the triangle when they were up in the air.
Not
and
surprising.
then the first thing she did when she got up there is she put the sign up for the Illuminati. I was like, holy crap. That's pretty cool if you're into the Illuminati. Devil worshipping, whatever they call it. Look at John Moxley's forehead from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He can't talk because he's winded.
Oh.
He should practice boxing.
I thought it was because he has a concussion now. Just kidding. Vinegar says message retracted. Pickle says, I was watching a Twitch stream going over some of the more recent halftime shows. I had to put it on mute when she put on the Maroon 5 halftime show. What? Vindicator says that halftime was boring to me, not enough performers or variety of outfits. It was very lackluster in the entertainment factor for like pregnant too. So I don't even know why she was pregnant
and she had a whole bunch of sperm. What was up with the sperm out there with her?
Yeah, well, is she a sperm and she was red, so was she the egg? It's gross. So he says the halftime show performance was worse when Paul McCartney won. Worse than the Paul McCartney one. Rose says any jobber match over 3 minutes long is long enough. Sophie says, why does baseball season and hockey season start at the exact same time? Robbie says, Post Malone. I heard of Bugsy Malone. Rihanna had a few good hits. Sophie says, Rihanna said in an interview that the NFL kept asking her to perform the halftime show every 10 years. Picole's like, oh, I'm moving to the kitchen.
Oh, shit. Evil Uno just slapped him in the face.
Chris says Dark Order versus BCC Blood and Guts. I don't know, but look at Short Man all up against Cesaro. He got all up close to him and he's all like... Ray's like, Spermody trying to make me bring up my dinner. Dude, that's what they look like dancing around out there gyrating and shit. All her entertainer people, they look like sperms. Harley says hockey season and baseball season does not start at the same
match.
Time. Oh, again?
That's what they're going to have, a Texas
Another
death
one?
match.
That's what they always do, because he's a cowboy. Lame. Seems like there must be a video of the top 10 worst and best NFL halftime performances out there on YouTube's. I'm sure there is. You'll just have to search for it. Why is he so mad at them? They came out.
They weren't supposed to come down.
Oh, he's supposed to just stand up to him by himself?
Yeah. So his mask is made out of like old footballs or something, because you could tell by the little... Whatever that is, the design on them.
Mm.
Okay. Recycle footballs. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, thought he was going to do something. Oh, it's the JAS. Hey, look. Homeboy has the Michael Jackson coat on. I had one of those, but it had more zippers. Probably still do. I think it's in a box.
Hey, Chris, there's daddy magic for you. Those two just like talking all like.
They're just lip syncing. Look at Daddy Magic. Give him a microphone.
Delusional.
What? I love Lamp.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
I love Lamp.
Like, well, we got the moron in the background. Sophie says, I was expecting more from the halftime show. Ravi says, oh, Dee, would you ever wear that shirt tie combo?
The one that Tony Schiavone has on?
What shirt tie combo are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Chris says, oh, that ain't a Texas death match. Sophie says, when does hockey season start? For some reason, I always thought hockey and baseball season start at the same time.
No, it starts in October. It starts right before the NBA. It's like October 14th or something.
Chris says, oh, daddy magic, funny mouth movements.
Baseball starts in April, usually the end of March. Lots going on Rampage. You guys getting ready for the Dames? We got a Dame match coming up next. We're broadcasting at 0. There it goes, back up.
Ravi says the purple one. Are you talking about Evil Uno's stuff? No, dude, that's weird. I'm not the Joker. Are you? Is that something you would wear? Probably. Be surprised.
John Moxley, Adam Pac-Man Page.
Texas Death Match on March 5th. Live on pay-per-view. What's your cat doing?
Pretty sure that sounded like a door shutting, didn't it?
I don't know. Leopold. Ravi says, does wrestling have an off season? No. Ravi also says, Dee, you would rock it. No. Dee, that shirt is too big for me. No, it's not. I'm sure it's just your size.
Old John Moxley, Evil Uno, coming up next week. You excited for that one?
Probably not.
Not even a little bit, huh?
Nah. The answer's gonna be weird.
If you're gonna reach your peak, do it in your bedroom.
Gross.
Anybody ever seen Creed? I've never watched it.
The movies?
Yeah, Creed. It's
Is
the
this
third
like
one.
the third one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even know they made a second one. I've only seen the first. Oh, I haven't even seen the first one. And they're on 3. I'm like, what happened in 1 and 2?
Chris says, oh yeah, it's Dr. Britt Baker's show coming up.
Yeah. DMD.
Let's flush this stuff down the toilet.
Are they the seat condoms?
Yeah, basically. Back to nature. Fuck. Robbie says, D, when did AEW stop showing Jade Cargill? I don't know. I never heard of Creed. Chris says, you know, there is some weirdos out there that have purchased wrestlers' ring gear, do all sorts of vile atrocities. And then you're laughing about it, Chris. So does that mean you're one of them that does that? Yeah. No. Chris ring care. Was it you, Chris? Did you do it? Did you buy it? Did you? Not surprising. Harley says this main event is just setting up for a tag team match for either Revolution or somewhere else. Pickle says, yes, I have. I don't know. I could go into it, but I'm starting something for the Instapot.
Look, it's Patrick
Nice Instapot.
I posted that he reminds me of a Muppet, and somebody put that on there.
Mahomes.
Yeah. I was like, he just reminds me of a Muppet, so they put that as the reply.
This is how he talks and his like actions. You're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you retarded? I was like, what is wrong with you, sir? That's just starting in the Instapot, P-Cola. Chris says, no, them ring gears probably cost hundreds of dollars. Oh, Robbie's message retracted. And then Robbie's like, D purchased the better Phoenix ring gear. Oh, yeah? The Beth Phoenix ring gear? Why would I do that? Didn't you tell me I already had it? Why would I need to buy it, Robbie? I want justice! I don't know what that means.
Justice?
Oh, him dressing like that because he wants justice. That's why he's dressed like that. Because he wants justice!
So, there's a guy named Johnny Cash, and he would like to wear a rainbow every day, but he can't because there's no justice in the world. So he has to be the man in black.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that? It's a
Robbie's-
song called The Man in Black by Johnny Cash.
Yes, I know that song. I know who Johnny Cash is.
See? That's what he has to wear his justice clothes.
Robbie says, I used my Instapot today. LOL. Oh, yeah? What'd you make in your Instapot? What you guys making in your Instapots?
I want a steak.
Travis wants a steak in his Instapot. Pickles like got a thawed Boston butt.
And then
gonna
reverse
slice an
sear
onion.
it.
Maybe
Sear it
just
at
a
the
simple barbecue for sandwiches. Nice.
Scissor. They just high-fived each other, and he re-hurt himself.
That's silliness.
Tony Storm coming out first.
Robbie says, so this main event is going to be 2 minutes. What a waste, AEW fully washed. Well, they usually don't need a lot of time for the women.
Saraya? That's her name.
Yeah. Paige?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saraya.
Fuck you, she says. She blows him off. That's pretty funny. Did you see her?
No, who?
She's like, fuck you. Or,
Oh,
I'm like,
Paige did?
yeah.
Oh.
Saraya.
Oh. Oh, she must be a plant.
No, that's
Robbie
a real
says,
fan.
I made spicy rice with vegetables and mushrooms, lamb, and beans.
Oh, they're
You
going to
put
spray
all
paint her.
of that in your Instapot?
Okay, now it's Ruby Soho.
Vindicator says, well, another entertaining and enlightening chat with guys. The wonderful things I heard and those rumors were true. Take care of Leapy Leopold, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye. Bye, Vindicator.
Ben.
We'll see you on Friday for smacketh it downeth. Robbie says they don't need a lot of time for jobbers in the back to chat too long.
We know who's the most popular still.
So, Robbie, when you say you made spicy rice with vegetables, did you put all the stuff in there? Like you put lamb and beans and mushrooms, rice and spicy and vegetables?
Here she comes.
I don't like all of it mixed together. Sounds
Like
icky.
goulash.
I don't know. It just sounds not. It sounds like I could see doing the spicy rice with vegetables and maybe the mushrooms together and then doing lamb and beans separate, but it's weird. But I was like, DY, create extra washing up. That's not the point. The point of it is mixing it all
Oh,
together.
Jamie Hayter coming out with her.
Chris says, here comes the English chavs. Well, Tony is an Aussie, though. Yeah.
Same bloodline.
The Aussies are just the English riffraff that they
Right.
boated over to Australia to dump off. They're prisoners and
There's the bell.
prostitutes and shit. There it is! There's Saw. She got smacked in the face.
They were giving people land in South Africa, trying to get people to move there.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, greats, did it.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept journals, so he's got journals of his whole family's line.
That's pretty cool.
It's actually pretty cool.
Chris says, here comes the English. Oh, I read that one. Robbie says, yes, I did, Dee. It's nasty. I don't think that sounds good together. Why did you put beans in it? Why did you need beans? You already had a protein. Why would you need beans? This seems like extra. Robbie's like, DMD looking spiffing tonight.
Yeah, she looks good.
Harley says, see you guys for
SmackDown.
SmackDown on Friday. And then maybe the pay-per-view on Saturday. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Harley. We'll see you on Friday. No, she doesn't understand. See how much she doesn't understand?
All right, Tony's in there with Ruby. Britt Baker's on the outside with Jamie. Oh, she hit her with that ass. Oh. Suplex City. Wide open.
So Ruby doesn't have a little
She
person
doesn't
in her
have
corner.
The dames in her
She
family.
doesn't have a friend in her corner.
Which way is she going to take out? She's obviously going to do Tony.
Tony's going to get back in there. Nope. Oh.
Oh, Britt, though.
She like trip or
Big
something?
Judas
Why
effect.
is she all one? It's so weird.
Because she got spun. She's dizzy.
Weird.
Whoa. What is it good for? Absolutely Nathan. Ugh. We got 8 minutes left.
Yeah, 8 minutes. Chris is like, you would buy DMD ring boots. That's effed up, man.
I wouldn't buy her boots.
Who's buying her boots? That's disgusting.
I'd buy like an arm bar or like an arm, whatever they're
Band
called.
or whatever.
Yeah, or like a knee pad or something.
Boot? That's nasty. Robbie's like, Tony Storm ain't winning nada.
I mean, if it was signed, I might buy a boot. It'd be pretty cool to have like a boot, like Hulk Hogan's boot.
Robbie says, Dee only wears sliders with socks. Why would she need boots? Robbie, I don't even own a pair of sliders.
What's a slider? Like those things I wear to the hot tub?
Yes. I don't even own a pair of those. I have flip-flops or thongs, whichever one you want to call it.
Thong to thong thong thong.
Chris says DMD ring socks. Gross.
No.
Stinky grossness. Yeah, when the bell rings, be ready. Stupidness and whatnot.
I'd let her do my implants in my mouth.
Right? I'd let her do her dental work.
I mean, if she's certified.
If she really is still certified.
No, I mean, like if she can
Oh,
do that.
does that stuff?
Because there's different levels.
Right. Robbie's like, oh, go on, D with the sliders. Robbie, just because you have multiple pairs of them doesn't mean everybody has them, okay? I think they're hideous and disgusting, actually.
I don't mind them if you're wearing socks with them. Because they look cool.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Do they? Make sure you wear your shorts with them, too. Make sure your socks come up to about your knees. You need to get some knee-high
Ooh, with the
striped socks. Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, and with your sliders and your baggy shorts and your shirt that's like 4 times too big for you.
I want to wear the John Stockton shorts. Or Larry Bird shorts. Magic Johnson shorts.
With a belly shirt with a crop top.
Yeah, like the one from England in that show we watched last night. Like his shirts, how they fit him.
No, just that one. The other ones didn't fit so bad. That one fit like terrible.
The one with long sleeves.
No, it had short sleeves.
Oh, he had one that had long sleeves at the end that he was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
You daft prick.
That one was long, though. It wasn't like all short. Robbie, Chris says, I thought you said you'd let her put her implants in your mouth. Chris.
Well.
Well, that's what I thought. Trash.
Well.
Just as I thought.
I don't
Trash.
think she has implants. But yes, if she got implants, she could put them in my mouth.
Robbie says, Dee, I randomly saw a post of your gal Sasha crying the other day on Insta. Oh, yeah? Your gal was crying? Not surprising. It's pretty normal. She's been doing too much spray tanning. She got too much orange, and she's got weirdo underarms. Her armpits are all white. It's so weird.
Right.
She was left in her arm.
Britt's down into the corner. Here comes that ass. Ass attack.
She had to walk to the other side, though.
This is such a brutal move. Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
What a terrible,
What
terrible
the
walk.
fuck? What is this?
It's practice.
Oh,
But
my
they forgot they're on
God.
TV.
You guys, idiots.
Little thrust kick right to the shoulder.
And then she fell down because, you know, they're all supposed to fall down. Nobody did anything.
Like a house of cards.
She's like, oh my God, it took too much out of me to throw a kick at your face. He says, D, Sasha is a bozo, ain't she just? A loser one, too. Like, I don't like her, so. Yeah, her alignment with her totally changed her personality from such a nice girl to being so mean, beating people up and,
Oh!
you know, spray painting
One,
them.
two. Britt almost had her. Oh, elbows. They're exchanging elbows right now. Britt Baker and Tony Storm. Oh, right in the throat.
Robbie's like, DMD selling is elite. Oh, yeah? Is it?
Oh, shit. Here it comes. Big neck breaker. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. Tony got it up. Taz, don't tell me who to like.
If you like her or not.
I don't know why these announcers just assume that you should like somebody
I
or
don't
not
know.
like somebody. It's everywhere, though, in wrestling. Big right hand. Ruby just got knocked cold.
I'm not sure if you're a fan or not, but
You should be. Here it is. Texas
if you're
Clover
not, now you
Leaf.
should like her.
Sit
She
her-
had literally crawl under her for it to happen. That's
a lot of
freaking
ass on her.
Stupid. Oh,
Britt. Get your hand in her mouth. Saraya kicked her.
I don't know what's happening. Robbie's like,
Oh!
no, D.
Rebel just
although
got
you
taken
see
out.
how botchy she has been.
Oh, that was Jamie Hayter, not Rebel. I thought that was Rebel.
Roll up ain't gonna cut it in
Oh,
this match.
here comes the spray paint. She's gonna spray paint her ass. Oh, and she's gonna hit her in the face with it.
This is fucking weird. Jesus. Oh my God, this is just
Some
dumb.
NWO
This
shit.
is like
Oh,
the fucking
God!
stupid theatrics of stupid right
Ass
here.
to face! They call it the stink eye. Ruby throws her out of the ring right down into Saraya. Hopefully Saraya's not crippled too. 3, Ruby Soho with the dub.
Travis called it. He said Ruby was gonna win.
Only one that made sense. 9:23.
Robbie says Saraya needs a slap in the face with a wet fish.
She's looking at her baby. Oh, wait, her title. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby Soho.
Why?
Poor Brit.
She got a butt to the face.
That's not a normal sized ass. That's an elite sized ass. That's Rikishi. That's it. Holy shit, it's over.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for not WW. AEW. There's a W in there. What was this called? Oh, Dynamite. That's right. We're on Wednesday.
You didn't know what day it was?
Wednesday night Dynamite for AEW. I'm not sure exactly. Was that just giving her a chance to go after the title or something? Is that what that was for?
Yeah, they're just hinting at title shit.
Oh, okay.
Saraya and Jamie Hayter are going to go one-on-one for the title, I would assume, at the pay-per-view. But Ruby Soho's somehow in there, so it could be a triple threat.
Right. Possibly. Anyways.
Yeah.
We'll be back again on Friday for SmackDown. And then don't forget, guys, the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is this Saturday. It will be probably starting at
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Is that the pre-show as well?
No.
Oh, pre-show at 7.
Yeah. As
Anyways.
normal, it's an hour pre-show.
Right.
No
And
matches
there
on
may
it.
or may not be a match on it. Who knows? Anyways, we'll be back on Friday, though. Robbie says, if I was Ruby, I would give Saraya a big forearm. Nice. Chris says, bye. Robbie says, AEWWE, right? Anyways, bye, Picola. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye, Robbie. Chris, thanks for hanging with us tonight, you guys. We'll see you on Friday. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Woo!